Hey there, welcome to Be the Authority, miniMasterclass lesson 3 of 3, Repurpose and Passive Profit Products, presented by me, Jonathan Chase. Let me tell you about the business well model that we use here at HypnoArts. We like to think of the market as the water flowing under the well, as a river flowing, and we prefer to dip our bucket in and bring it out every now and again rather than just build a funnel that the water can flow into. It's just the way we do things. To do that, I came up with the analogy of well, which is the 4 main reasons that people will exchange with you, will interact with you, will do business with you. The first one is to watch. Now, I know that if you've got a group and there's only 13 people out of 3,000 people ever bother to put anything in the group, that it feels like the people who are just watching, the lurkers, aren't really doing anything and aren't exchanging with you. But of course they are. They're exchanging the most valuable thing they have with you, and that's their time. Believe me, they talk about you, they pass your name on, they spend time with you, not just give you time. Respect that. And anyway, the next level and the next 3 levels are all going to come from the watchers. The next level is experience. These are the people who want you to do what you do to them, with them, or for them, and they're prepared to bring a token of appreciation into things, say money. The next level are those people who want to learn. They want to learn how you do what you do, and maybe even learn to do it themselves. The 4th and final level are the people who want to live part of their life with you. They not move into your house or anything like that, but they want to share the level of life and the sort of lifestyle that you enjoy. They want to enjoy the same sort of freedoms and the same sort of amount of choice, and it all boils down to amount of choice. Now, our business model is very simple. It's very easy to understand. We do go into some training on this in further detail with our coaching clients, but basically it's a pyramid, and people have got to climb up each level. They've got to give more and more of an exchange to get to each level. We start with free webinars, interviews, podcasts, blogs, live videos. These are for the watchers. We move on to books, audio books, online video workshops for the people who want to experience what we do. There are live seminars, workshops, and even speaking events for the people who want to learn how we do what we do, and then retreats and private clients, and ultimately even partnerships are for the people who want to share our values and lifestyles. Now, that's our repurposing model, and I'll talk you through that in more detail if you take further training with us. But at the moment, we've got to answer the question, actually, what is repurposing? A lot of people don't get this. In the dictionary, it means changing something to be used in a different way. So, for instance, if I have a brush and I take the head off the brush and take the handle outside, stick it in the ground and tie it to a falling over tree, I've repurposed the brush handle. I've changed the brush handle. However, in repurposing for sort of things that we do at HypnoArts books and the things that we teach you, the authority, it means expanding the media format to deliver your education more widely. We don't change the thing, we just find better ways and more ways of delivering the thing. Now, we like asking questions because the more questions you ask, the more detail you can put into what you do. And we ran a delivery format survey recently, and we asked our 10,000 plus internet watchers and contacts people how they preferred their edutainment, their entertaining education delivered. 534 answers later. Oh, come on. I'm not going to say 10,000 people answered. It doesn't work like that. But 534 answers later, We found out that people like their delivery via books, hardback, paperback, digital, audio formats, video tutorials, live classes, workshops, talks, seminars, coaching and or consultations, brass rubbings, telepathy, and by OWL. Although we do think at least one of those may have been a joke. Books are just the beginning. For the authority, your book helps you focus and it gives you potential for, ta-da, massive media repurposing. And I do mean massive in this day and age. You know, a video goes viral, it can be seen by tens of millions of people. Let's have a look at passive profit products. Now, if this were a marketing course or a different course or a different masterclass, you may be sold passive as producing product that you don't have to be present at the point of sale or even awake. You just throw something up and the money rolls in. Right? Right? The thing is, the truth about passive is that you have to focus on marketing to get it to work. And if you focus on marketing, it takes a lot of time, teams, money and effort to become truly passive. And I will guarantee you'll be asleep by the time the money starts to roll in. Passive product is actually a bit of a myth, because passive does not mean inert. Passive means having product people can buy after they know you and what you do. True, you don't have to be there, but you do have to do something so that people want to buy. For the authority, that means applying your expertise and doing what you are best at to become famous at what you are best at to increase your audience. We start with a book because that's the easiest way to start. And what's the easiest way to create a book? Well, you don't need to write a word if you can speak for 5 to 10 minutes in answer to the right questions. And any truly entrepreneurial expert, executive, educator can do this in around 90 to 120 minutes using a simple procedure. And done the easy way, your book can then be repurposed into all of the stages in the profit pyramid without having to write a word, unless of course you're a predictor like Tim Box, and then you are going to write words, you're going to write in your script, you're going to write keywords, you're going to highlight lines so that you don't forget things, and that can all be done by interview. Done expertly, the interview becomes your book, which is literally the script for everything else in the pyramid, right from the bottom right up to the top. A book gives you your brand, that's the title, design and promise of the book. It shows you your bullseye targeted audience. That becomes eminently clear as soon as you start thinking about a book. Your big benefits, your brain and gear benefits. These are the true rewards your work brings. And I'm not talking results, I'm talking rewards. And your bedrock on which you build your business well, your profit pyramid, and your enhanced lifestyle. And let's face it, at the end of the day, we all want an enhanced lifestyle. But repurposing has several aspects we could look at. I've listed just a few of them. The main ones, the ones that we focus on at HypnoArts, and that's I'll just run you through them very quickly. That's the hardcover book, the softcover book, the digital book, the audio book, webinars, video tutorials, video blogs, podcasts. Those can all, and even social Q&A, and I love social Q&A, and those can all come off that script. But then, you know, your book becomes your speaking script, it becomes the modules in team training, it becomes the approaches you apply to your coaching and your consultation, it becomes the deep dive subjects that you add into your up close and personal retreats and mentoring. But can all of the above really be done in a single process? Now, manufacture is a process, and when I was looking for pictures for this presentation, I tried to find one of a really big, complicated factory floor, like a car floor and everything. But I'm a steampunk buff, and I realised that manufacture and putting all those separate processes into one huge, great big building was actually brought about by the Victorians, and steampunk and Victoriana are very close together, so I just found an attractive steampunk picture and put that up instead. It's got absolutely nothing to do with the subject, I just like the picture. But one process, well, okay, here's the process. Do some kind of focus coaching to get your focus and to prepare an interview script, and then record the interview. That's it. After that, of course, you have to think of the bits, and I've truncated this down to a single slide, because if I put this out in its true form with all the bits of the bits, I'd cover about 20 different slides. There's print. For print, your interview has to be transcribed, it has to be edited and proofed, it has to be formatted in several different formats, there has to be several different covers to fit the different styles and the different sizes of the books that you're producing. ISBN numbers have to be issued. You have to have some sort of distribution. For audio, that needs edited and cleaned. A cover needs designed. ISBN number needs to be given to it. Distribution has to be arranged. You've got to put it somewhere so that people can listen to it. Video is the same. That needs edit. Video always needs a little bit of sparkle. It needs a cover. That's the thumbnail that people see to decide whether they're going to open it or not. There's host streaming. There's the promotion and PR. There's the website, social groups, signing and launches. So you can see it's quite simple, and it's only one process. But you must never lose sight of the reasons for repurposing. For a lot of people, that's simply to have a product that they can market. Those people are called marketers, and we do indeed have some expert marketers who work with us. Our real experts, our real authorities, work in the fields of human change, in service delivery, and all the way across from executive manufacture right through into education. So we've got a broad spread, and for those people, making money might not be the number one drive. For those people, and hopefully for you, reasons for repurposing are to increase recognition and audience awareness, get the freedom of passive profit products, and build a legacy to live forever. Sempre viva. Somebody asked me the other day, what would you like on your gravestone, John? I said, well, that's going to be in a graveyard somewhere that people have got to go and find. I'm not interested in that. I don't care what's on my gravestone, because my books are on the shelves of people who have gone out there and bought it, who like my work, who've done training with me and that sort of thing, and that's much more important to me than having a bit of rock somewhere rotting in a field. And it doesn't finish here anymore. We live in a completely different world now. About 4 years ago, I was talking to Paul McKenna at his event with Richard Bandler, and Paul and I know each other from the British Council of Professional Stage Hypnotists in the mid-90s. And Paul said, Jonathan, you do a lot of social, don't you? I said, yeah, I'm a bit of a social tart, actually. I'm on there all the time. He said, well, my people have been telling me I should get social. What do you think? And I'm talking to Britain's number one seller of non-fiction books and producer of personal development products. There's nobody comes close to Paul's sales and that sort of thing. But I still had to advise him that yes, you must get social nowadays. People want more. They want to be in your gang, your group, your tribe, your community, your collective, and you need their reviews and recommendations. At least join in the conversation. Better yet, create and lead it. Now, don't just sit there. Get some more. There's no more videos in this, but there will be Q&As if you're in the LinkedIn Be The Authority group, if you're in the Facebook Be The Authority group, if you're on my YouTube channel. You will find comments, ask questions in the comments. If you're on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, those sort of things, use the Be The Authority and HypnoArts books tags. If you use both of them, we're almost bound to find you, and let's see if we can help you get even more out of repurposing. And remember, if you really want to do more with us, if you want to join us in our pyramid and you want to start climbing with us up that pyramid, and of course you can pop along to hypnoarts.com and maybe work with us even further. I'm Jonathan Chase, and I'll see you soon.